Hey everyone, so welcome back to our Unit 4 Equations Inequalities notebook. Today we're going to be looking at solving and graphing inequalities investigation and learning how the steps work and all that. So first off, I want to go over the inequalities investigation because that applies to the lesson that we would have done in the MVP curriculum. So you're starting out with a value. It says position A is 2 and the position B is 4. And it wants to know what inequality symbol would you use, greater than or less than. So we would do less than because 2 is less than 4. So let's say 2 plus 2 is what? I would do 4. 4 plus... I'm trying to get that. I think there was another... There we go, 4. There was a thing on top of it. And so 4 plus 2 is 6. So then what would be my sign this time? Well, again, less than, because it's still greater than, okay? So then we do subtract 3. 4 minus 3 is 1. 6 minus 3 is 3. Again, does it change? Nope, it is still greater than. All right, now let's do subtract 2. 1 minus 2 is negative 3. 3 minus 2 is 1. Again, we're still the same. It's still going to be less than. All right, subtract 4. Negative 3 minus 4 is negative 7. And then 1 minus 4 is negative 3. So again, we're still at less than. Okay, and then we have multiply by 2. So negative 7 times 2 is negative 14. Negative 3 times 2 is negative 6. Again, that is still less than. Negative 6 is still bigger because remember, negatives are backwards. Now, subtract 7. Negative 14 minus 7 is negative 21. Negative 6 minus 7 is negative 13. So again, we're still at less than because it's still smaller. Now let's multiply by negative 3. Okay, so negative 21 times negative 3 is positive, because two negatives make it positive, 63. Okay, and then we do negative 13 times negative 3. So that's 9. That's positive. Two negatives make a positive, 39. Oh, but look here. 63 is now bigger than 39. So now I got to flip it around and got to have greater than. All right, let's add 5. 63 plus 5 is 68. Then 39 plus 5 is 44. Okay, and so again, we are still at greater than. 68 is still bigger. All right, now let's divide by 4. 68 divided by 4, that's 128, so 17, yep. Okay, and then 44 divided by 4 is 11. So again, we're still bigger. 17 is still bigger, so still greater than. All right, now subtract 2. 17 subtract 2 is 15, and then 11 minus 2 is 9. So again, we're still at greater than. And then now let's divide by negative 1. 15 divided by negative 1 is negative 15. And then 9 divided by negative 1 is negative 9. But now, negative 15 is actually smaller than negative 9. Remember, because negatives are backwards. So this is less than. Okay, so you see here all of the only times that we switched were actually when we multiply by negative 3 and we divided by negative 1. So what type of operations cause the inequality symbol to change? Multiply and divide by negative numbers, because it's going to flip the inequality symbol around because now the numbers the values have switched. Okay. Talking about solving and graphing inequalities in one variable, you're going to, it's very similar to how we do equations. So you're going to distribute and combine like terms if necessary. Okay, then you will solve the inequality by using inverse operations. Okay. Then you can graph your solution on a number line, and then and then check your solution by plugging in a number. Okay, and so since this is inequalities, technically any numbers are going to be able to use as long as it fits the solution. So if like x was greater than 7, I could check 8 and see if it worked, because 8 is greater than 7. Okay, so something like that. And then when you have open circle, that is when you have greater than, less than, and greater than, because that means they're not actually equal. So x is less than 7 or x is greater than 7 means any number above or any number below 7, but not actually 7. And then I think we have symbols, special characters. So it should be up here when you have the closed circle. Let's see, should be math. There we go. Okay, and they should be right around here. Supposed to have them. I don't see them. Okay, but it would be when you have the greater than or less than or equal to. So it has the bar. So greater than bar and less than bar, okay? You can find it, I'm sure. So that's when you have closed circles. So what that means is if I have x is less than or equal to 7 or x is greater than or equal to 7, that means I can do above and below and at 7, okay? So that's what it means when it has a closed circle. All right, so I want to go over quickly this example. That way you guys can do the next example on your own, okay? So I want to show us how we can solve this. So 6x minus 5 less than 2x plus 11. All right, so again, we go through the list. Do I need to distribute or do I need to combine like terms? Nope, I'm good. So then I can go ahead and get the x on one side. So I'm going to move the 2x because it is smaller than the 6x. So I'm going to subtract 2x on both sides. Remember, it is the inverse of adding 2x. 6x minus 2x is 4x. Minus 5 is less than 11. Remember, 2x minus 2x is 0. It's canceled out. Now I can move the negative 5 because 11's by itself, so I need another constant to be added to it. So what's the opposite of negative 5? Plus 5. So 4x, bring it down. Negative 5 plus 5 cancels out. And then 11 plus 5 is 16. And then now we can get rid of the 4. Now, this is where you always need to pay attention. Look here. Remember, you need to reverse the inequality symbol when you are multiplying or dividing by a negative number. In this case, we don't have one, but you always got to double check. Do you have a negative beside the number you're about to divide or the number about to multiply? If you do, you need to flip this around like we did in the investigation. So I'm going to get rid of this by dividing. So x is, again, I don't have a negative 4, so I just leave it alone as less than. 16 divided by 4 is 4. So when I were to graph this, this would be on a number line at 4. It would be an open circle because there's no equal to bar. That means any number less than 4 but not equal to 4 would be included. So I would put an open dot at 4 and then shade all the way less than 4, okay? All right, so your job is to do this one, okay? Just remember, if you have to multiply or divide by negative at the end, make sure you flip that symbol around, okay? And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.